Please join me in welcoming Derick Santiago, the Mocktail Whiz, to Shake, Stir, and Mingle.
So how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. I'm Sonia.
Hi, Sonia. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you as well. Very nice to meet you. Keep the sound up. This is Derick. Derick, this is Ashley. Ashley, this is Derick.
Hi, Ashley. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm good. Where are you guys located in the U.S.?
We're right outside of Philly.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So where are you exactly?
I am in Orange County, California.
Oh, okay. With Sunnyside, huh?
Yep. We're finally getting some sun the last couple of days.
Oh, good.
So we.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so ready for it.
Yeah. Me too.
So ready for it.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to
good?
start. We're going
Okay.
to start with a quick icebreaker, okay?
I'm
if you
nervous.
don't mind.
Okay.
All right.
I'll probably screw this up, but okay, yes, let's do it.
We know you have it, okay? All right, sippers, are you ready? Let's name this cocktail, this mocktail, that is. We're going to give you some ingredients, and all you have to do is tell us what it is. As soon as you know it, you can just yell it right out. Don't even have to wait
Okay.
for it, okay? All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right. 4 to 5 cucumber slices, 1 ounce of honey syrup, 1.5 ounces of mango puree, 1.5 ounces
gosh.
of fresh lime juice, and 1.5 ounces of ginger beer.
Oh,
And
wow.
then you top it off with some ice. What do you think it might be?
That sounds like a mule, maybe, but I don't know. That sounds refreshing.
You did wonderful.
That
that's
sounds good,
awesome.
actually. I'm like, I should probably
Oh.
take note of that.
All right, let's try it again. All right, 2 ounces of preferred tequila, 0 proof, of course. 1.5 orange sec. 0.75 of hibiscus syrup. 1 ounce of lime juice, and we're going to garnish it with hibiscus flower.
Hibiscus Margarita.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know that. You did it beautifully on your Instagram.
Thank you.
Very nice. All right, now we have the French kiss.
Oh, there we go. French kiss. I got 1 point.
All right. All right.
That was
Love it.
Thank you, Derek.
Yeah. Thank you.
So first things first. Help to our viewers, to those who are looking you up on Instagram. What can you tell us about yourself?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. Usually I talk about my bio, but describing myself, that's unique. But I guess I'll start with saying that I'm a mixologist based in Southern California. I stopped drinking alcohol in 2022, and about a month and a half later, I started the Instagram account Mocktail Whiz, just because I had a lot of mocktail recipe ideas. I literally couldn't sleep at night because of these ideas that I wanted to put it out there. So I started Mocktail Whiz, and then very recently, my first book came out called The Mocktail Club. So
Yes.
yeah, so yeah, I guess I'm also an author now of the Mocktail Club.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Love that. How'd the book come about? So you were up at night thinking of these recipes and you just started to jot them down?
Yeah, so the book, the opportunity to write the book came up maybe 7 months after I've already started my Instagram. So at that point, I already have over 100 recipes on my Instagram. But so yeah, my publisher is Adams Media. They are an imprint of Simon & Schuster. They discovered my Instagram and they liked what I was doing and how I was approaching my mocktails. And yeah, so we started talking about potentially writing a book, and I didn't want to just use the recipes that I had on my Instagram. So I chose some of my favorites from my Instagram account, but a lot of them I created specifically for the book.
Okay. Wonderful.
Love it.
Yeah.
What is the most unexpected or surprising ingredient you've used in one of your mocktails, or that
Mm-hmm.
you had when you ordered a mocktail, and tell us how it went.
Yeah. So this is interesting. So I've always known that you can use the water in the chickpea can, like chickpea water.
Really?
It's called aquafaba, and I've always known that you can use that in replacement for egg whites to get foam for sour. So I've always known that. I haven't really tried it until I did, and it actually worked. And the foam was quite stable. And because like it took me a while to get to be okay with egg whites in my drink because it's raw. I mean, you kind of cook it with the shaking, but still it's like, ugh, this is raw egg. But so I tried the aquafaba for the first time back then, and it worked. And initially, I thought it would taste like chickpea. But actually, it blended well with the rest of the ingredients. I did a flour sour with it, and yeah, it worked. So very good.
Can you send us the recipe for that drink? We might try to make it.
Yes, for sure. I will.
Yeah, we said that all the guests that we speak to, we're going to ask for a cocktail, and then we're going to do bloopers because as well as you guys are the pros and we're the novice. So you have to forgive us when we air it.
It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy.
So the water in the chickpea.
Yeah, that's great.
Gives it a foam.
Yeah, it gives it a foam. So you dry shake it also. So you put all the ingredients in a shaker. You shake it without ice for about 20-30 seconds to really get that foam, and then you add the ice to chill it. You shake it for maybe 10 more seconds, and yeah, it develops a foam. And I was impressed with this chickpea water because the foam was stable. It didn't go away immediately. It stayed, so it was good.
Nice, really nice. I'm gonna give it a shot, guys. Let's see.
Okay, so say we're new to mocktails. We're new to all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Say we're new to mocktails. Where should we start? Coming from an expert, tell us where should we start?
Yeah, so I always recommend starting with tequila alternatives. I have a couple of options that you can see in my background here. But the reason why I say that is because the tequila alternatives have gotten really good over the last couple of years. And some of them can get really close to the taste of real tequila. Wow. And with tequila too, there's a ton of possibilities in terms of margarita recipes. So even if you just buy a tequila alternative, we talked about the hibiscus margarita in the beginning. Yes. So you can just change up that syrup. Let's say not hibiscus, do lavender syrup. You get a lavender margarita, or you do mango syrup. You get a mango margarita. So there's a lot of fun that you can have with margarita recipes. So that's what I recommend you start with, is using a tequila alternative, and then have fun with margaritas.
Well, that's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, which tool is a must-have in your cabinet, and what are your top 10 items you can't go without?
Give us all the information.
All of it. So for my bar tool, I think the most important thing for me is something to, like a container where you can build your drink, and a measuring device. So I would start with a shaker. And I mentioned this before, that if you don't have a shaker, you can have a mason jar with a lid. That will work too, and you can even drink it straight from that, so less dishes to wash, and then something to shake ingredients, and then a jigger, so you can have different types of jigger. You have Japanese jigger and bell jiggers and all that good stuff. But if you don't have that, you can also just use a shot glass to measure your ingredients. A shot glass is usually 2 ounces, right? And we have those souvenir shot glasses from like Vegas and stuff like that. So pretty much you'll have that in your house. So I always start with those 2 shakers and jiggers. And then for mocktails, because we don't have a lot of, although we have a lot of alcohol alternatives now, some of the liqueurs, we don't have a non-alcoholic version yet. So with that, I always muddle fruits to kind of get fruit flavor. Let's say Midori is a melon liqueur. So what I would do is I would just buy the melon fruit, and muddle that to get that flavor. And then, so I always have a muddler with me. So that's that. And then I actually have a ton of shakers. If I like something, I get them in all the colors. So
Is there a specific place or brand of shaker, or like a place that you bought in a shaker from that we should grab a shaker from? Because we too look for like glassware and equipment and shakers and all of that jazz. So is there like one that you just love?
Yeah, a company called A Bar Above. In my experience, you can get a lot of different shakers from online, but A Bar Above to me is really high quality. I tend to use the Boston shaker, the two tins that kind of snap together. And if they're not high quality, it's kind of hard to break them apart after shaking. I find that A Bar Above's products are really high quality. They feel solid in your hands. So that's what I use in my gigs. And then when it comes to glasses, I first go to thrift stores, because that's where you get a lot of like unique, interesting glasses.
That's a good one.
But for brands, I like Whiskey Craft a lot. They have very nice, beautiful glass designs. So those are my recommendations.
Thank you.
Great.
All right, we'll get into that, because so far, we've been looking around at HomeGoods when we first started.
That's a good place
and now
too.
We're starting to get into what are the nicer brands, to add to our collection. So thank you for that. We'll totally look into them.
And if you all have any kind of sippers, if you have any kind of ideas of where we should be shopping, please let us know in the comments.
Okay. So tell me your top 5 non-alcoholic brands for wine, spirits, beers. Because you did mention that we don't have all of the alternatives. So what are some of your top alternatives?
Yeah, so probably maybe not top 5, but just my favorites in those categories.
Yeah.
So I'll start with the spirits. So with the spirits, we do have a lot of options. Some of my favorites are actually around me here, if you can see. Free Spirits, their tequila is one of the best in the market. It really smells and tastes like tequila. So I really enjoy that. That's in my top 5 for sure. Ritual Zero Proof is also a very good brand. And both of them are actually available in Total Wine and in some CVS stores.
Good.
Yeah, for Ritual, I like their tequila also, and their rum. Their rum is it's like spiced rum, so it's really good in tropical drinks. And then Lyre's on my upper left-hand side here. I like that Lyre's have a broad range of non-alcoholic spirits. They even have absinthe that's non-alcoholic, which is good. But my favorite from their line would probably be their whiskey called Traditional Reserve. That one reminds me a lot of honey Jack Daniels. So I mix it with honey syrup and some lemon juice. And I also like their Italian orange non-alcoholic spirit, which is kind of like a Campari. So that when it comes to spirits, I usually go with Free Spirits, Ritual, Lyre's, and also Monday. Monday's gin is really good. It has that woody aroma that you get from gin. So those are probably my top 4 in terms of spirits.
Nice.
For wine, I was a red wine drinker back when I was drinking. And the thing is, red wine is very hard to replicate in a non-alcoholic version, just because you lose a lot of the texture when you remove the alcohol. So a lot of the times it kind of comes down to like grape juice almost. But there's a brand called Naughty, and their red wine is one of the best that I've tried in the market. Naughty with a Noughty. That's the name of the brand. So I like Naughty's red wine. There's also a brand called Gießen, and they're available in Total Wine too. And their Sauvignon Blanc is really good. Yeah. And then when it comes to beer, Athletic Brewing is actually my favorite. I was an IPA drinker back then, and their hazy IPA is really good. It tastes like the real thing. I actually had to double check it the first time I tried it to make sure it's non-alcoholic. Yeah, better be safe. Oh, and Groovy. I'm also drinking right now. Groovy Juicy IPA.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, this is really good. It's very tropical, but it has that IPA bitter aftertaste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I would. I am leaning towards more bitter.
Yeah.
I don't like overly sweet drinks, and so that's why a lot of my recipes, although I use syrups a lot, they're not a lot of syrup because I don't personally like very sweet drinks.
Yeah.
So I pay close attention to the sweetness. So
Okay.
and I have a very important question for
Mhm.
you.
I'm ready.
Take or stir? Which do you
Oh.
prefer? What do you find yourself using mostly with your drink?
Yeah, so it depends on my mood. Like if I am in the mood for margaritas, I would shake it. But
Okay.
I also went through a phase when I was drinking, when I was a Negroni drinker, and that one, since it's spirit forward, you want to take care of it a little bit, so you want to be gentle with it, and so stirring would be what you would do with a Negroni. So I guess I'm a little mixture of both, depending on the drink. Yeah,
We got
depending on the
we got
drink,
us
and then
sippers. It
depending
sounds
on the
like
mood.
us too.
Yep.
Sounds like us. Can you hold up your book, please, so
Oh,
we can
yeah.
see it?
Yeah, show us your book.
Here you go.
Where can everyone find the book?
It's
Love it.
available
Love the cover.
on Amazon. It's actually on sale right now. I think it's usually $19.99, but I think right now on Amazon it's like 17 and some change. It's
Perfect.
also available in store in some Barnes and Noble, but for sure it's available in Barnes and Noble online, even Target and Walmart online. It's available.
Wow, that's great.
So yeah.
I love it.
Well, is there
Thank
anything
you.
else you wanted to tell anyone or what anybody should know about what you do?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, I am sober well, I actually don't call myself sober because I just stopped drinking. I don't work a particular program. So I just call myself alcohol free. And I've been alcohol free for, I forgot, 19, no. I stopped counting already. So it's like I've come to a point when I stopped counting already and just busy living life, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess my main message is when I stopped drinking, I thought life would be boring because, we have the ritual of drinking with friends, and
Right.
what I found is no, the fun doesn't stop when you stop drinking. You just need to find fun drinks to have with you so that you're still
Right.
part of the ritual when you're
Right.
out with friends and with your coworkers. So yeah, I thought that it would be boring, but no, it hasn't been boring. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. Like this book came out of nowhere, and I don't think I'll even have a book if I didn't stop drinking.
Exactly.
And I'm not against alcohol. When people drink, I actually encourage people to continue drinking around me and not be weird about it. But if you want to take a break, even just for a night or a weekend or a month, I got you. I got recipes for you.
Great.
And recommendations and any questions, you can reach out to me.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for being a part of this.
We
and
truly appreciate you.
sharing your book with us and all these recipes. It's really greatly appreciated, and we care for what you do and love what you do as well. And we'll definitely be tuning in on your social media, looking for those recipes.
Mhm.
And just thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you so much for having me. Very nice to meet you both.
Yeah,
Very nice to meet
Appreciate
you
it.
too.
We're gonna stay in contact. Please do send
Yes,
us
please.
that recipe with the chickpea water.
I
We're gonna try it,
will.
okay?
Yeah, I might post a video of it actually.
Okay.
Using
That's
the
even
chickpea
better.
water. Yeah.
Post it and we'll throw it up there too.
Yeah, and tag us on it. We're like, oh,
Awesome.
we'll give it a try.
I will. I will do that. Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.